Weather coverage in America by Broadcasting and Cable Magazine.
More of a spring-like feel all day today as we've been under mostly cloudy skies, warm and very humid. Dew points back into the 70s. That's kind of what we see in the spring, late spring especially, and in the summer months. So definitely a more uncomfortable feel. A little bit of light rain also being reported at Kenner, where we've had a few little light showers here and there. Those will continue through the rest of the evening and overnight. Most of our rain will be during the morning and midday hours tomorrow. 83 degrees was our high, well above average. And actually our morning low was a little closer to our average, 70 degrees. We did see some mid and upper 60s on the North Shore. I don't think we're really going to see too many 60s overnight tonight because the temperatures are in the 70s, but dew points also in the 70s, which is why the humidity has been so much higher with winds pretty brisk out of the east and southeast. That southerly component of the wind has been bringing back the Gulf moisture and kind of surging out ahead of the upper trough and front that is on the way, which again, unfortunately, is not going to be moving through. So no cool air, but much needed rain on the way for tomorrow. And the good news is it's not going to be an all-day rain. More good news is the risk of severe weather is incredibly low for us. The clouds have been streaming in all day long with even a few, as I said, embedded showers. We haven't really seen too much heavy rainfall at all. A few of these little light pop-up showers are moving very, very quickly and not amounting to much of anything. The stronger storms are off to our northwest, and the severe weather risk is far greater across these areas of North Texas and moving eventually into northwestern Louisiana, Arkansas, and even farther north. A new tornado watch box has been issued. We're not really too focused on these storms. It's going to be whatever tries to develop farther south. That is the line that'll be moving our way. And the risk was always going to be far greater to our north than what we're going to see here. And note how the risk kind of decreases, the threat of more widespread severe weather decreases as you move towards southeast Louisiana, because this line will be weakening as it moves our way. Now for tomorrow, we are being placed under a risk of severe storms, but the greatest risk mainly from gusty winds as that initial line moves on through, but also some isolated downpours, and some of the rainfall total forecasts have gone a little bit higher, maybe a more widespread 1 inch of rain, which if that's all we see through the morning, that's not too bad. It's going to be those pockets of heavier amounts of 2, maybe 3 inches of rain in a short period of time that could lead to some flooding issues. So trying to nail down the timing has been a little bit more of a question because the line itself has not really yet developed, and the front is going to be slowing down and then eventually stalling. So the timing may still be in question even later tonight and early tomorrow. This model has it more mid-morning, arriving into the Baton Rouge area, western parts of our viewing area, metro area across the North Shore, down the bayou a little bit more toward the noon hour, and then moving into Mississippi. But notice weakening as it does so through the later afternoon and early evening. The high-resolution model has been the one that was a little bit faster and has it more of a morning and early afternoon and then ending. But both models do clear us out by the late afternoon and evening. So if I have any plans Saturday night, looks like we'll be fine, just on the muggy side. One area that the Hurricane Center continues to mention is being given a 40% chance of developing in the next 3 to 5 days. And the models are starting to pick on maybe something trying to form off the Florida coast. And this is actually a new model run. So my low center here is from where the earlier forecast was. Now the forecast does have a more organized system trying to move toward Florida as we get into early next week. But don't be too concerned about it, because at the end of the week, we have a strong cold front that'll be moving through, finally bringing back more of a fall-like feel. So if anything does try and form near Florida, that front on the way by mid to late next week is keeping it away. Storms to start the day. Remember our time change Saturday night, still warm, humid early next week, and then finally getting back to near normal toward the end of the week and a bigger cool down next weekend.